So before we learn how to use Flash to create amazing and beautiful pictures, we first have to understand the nature of Flash. What is it? How it works? How can we make it work for our pictures? So to do that, what we are going to do is we're going to pretend that we are in a room that's completely dark. There's going to be no light whatsoever. Now, go ahead and set your camera on a tripod, and let's say you want to go ahead and take a picture. So you take a picture, the picture's black. Let's say you need more light. So what do we normally do? Well, we widen our aperture, we raise our ISO, we drag our shutter speed, take a picture, still black. Let's say we start really dragging our shutter speed. We make a 5-minute exposure, an hour exposure, a 24-hour exposure. The point is that if there's no light in this room whatsoever, it doesn't matter how long our shutter is going to be open for. The picture is still going to be entirely black. So now let's say that we're going to have a shutter speed of 5 minutes. Now, while you're in the middle of taking this 5-minute exposure, you go ahead and take a 5-watt light bulb and you put it on for 30 seconds. What's that exposure going to look like? Well, the exposure is not going to have anything to do with the shutter speed. The exposure is only going to be based on how long that light bulb was lit for.
Now let's go ahead and shift gears for a moment and talk about the power of the light bulb.
Let's say we take the same picture now, push the shutter button, shutter opens for 5 minutes. Instead of having the light bulb on for what it was before, 30 seconds and 10 watts, we half the amount of time of the light bulb, so it goes to 15 seconds, and we double the wattage of the light bulb, it goes to 20 watts. So what's our exposure going to be now? Is it going to be any different than our original photograph? And the answer is no, because we reduced the amount of time the light bulb was on by a stop, but we increased the power by a full stop. So in the end, what we have is the same exposure we had before. And if we keep going with our example, what we're going to see is that by the time the light bulb is only on for 1/1000 of a second, the power of the light bulb is going to be so strong that it's going to give the same exposure as if the light bulb was on for 30 seconds at only 10 watts. Now this is Flash. Flash is a very bright light that's only on for a very short duration.